All right, family, for this particular video right here, I'm not going to make this one too long-winded, but I do think it's necessary because as we come closer and closer to Oleksandr Usyk making his decision on whether or not he's going to go ahead with the rematch against Joshua for June, it's important to hear at least whatever information is coming from his camp or is coming directly from his mouth or coming from his side, because as of now, we've heard a lot from, Eddie Hearn. We've heard a lot from Zone. We've heard a lot from Anthony Joshua. We've heard a lot from the boxing media, ESPN reporting all these different things, but we haven't heard from Oleksandr Usyk. So we finally have a little something from him. It's not much, okay? I'm gonna be 100 with you. Usually I don't read the articles beforehand, but in this one particularly, I wanted to make sure this wasn't clickbait. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure, they didn't put this title out and then I read through it and really they have this old ass quote. So I just wanted to make that sure, and I wanted to make sure the quote was legit enough, where it was something that if I do share it with y'all, Black Goose family, it's something that makes sense, interesting, and adds a little bit more to the story at hand. And the story at hand is whether or not Usyk versus Joshua happens. Now, Eddie Hearn has been pretty what's the word I can use for it? That's not too bad. Eddie Hearn has been diligent, okay, and persistent about finding out whether or not Oleksandr Usyk is going to go ahead and accept the rematch, right? Some of the comments that he has made, it has disturbed and upset some people. Some people feel it's not right for him to put this amount of pressure on Usyk for what's going on in his home country. But at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn is a promoter. He works for a company. They have deadlines. They have a certain financial marks that they have to meet. So that's his whole mindset. He understands what's going on, but at the end of the day, in the UK, in America, business still goes on as business, and that's fucked up as that sounds. That's just life. That's life. You know what I'm saying? How many times you ain't want to go into work because you got something personal, happen that at the end of the day, if you tell your workplace, they're gonna be like, nigga, maybe you get a day, but homie, you better come in tomorrow. You're gonna lose your shit. That's just how it goes in this world, this capitalistic society. So you can't be too well, you can be upset, you can feel a way about it, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it's happening to Oleksandr Usyk, as in like, hey, I know you got something personal happening, but nigga, this your job. Are you gonna come do it or not? Because if not, we'll replace it. It happens to people on a very low scale as well. So that's just kind of part of the life we live in because everything is based around money and time, okay? And especially entertainment. So that's my personal opinion. Y'all can disagree with me as you want. Y'all can downvote it or whatever. It's all good. I really don't care. But I think it's important, similar to the Bob Arum Terrence Crawford situation. We hear, both sides of the story and what's going on. And Oleksandr Usyk is finally giving us a little something to talk about. And I'm not necessarily going to talk about his quote, but I just want to read it to you guys so you can hear what he's saying and just kind of see how close or how much farther away we are from actually Usyk and Joshua. Once again, Eddie Hearn, he has reported, I think as of today, that he's doing everything he can to get this fight made. He still is pretty confident that it's still going to happen in June 4th, but I'm saying that's coming from the DAZN side, Eddie Hearn's side. I haven't heard from Usyk's side, promotional company, other than the fact that he's been still making his decision. He doesn't know what he wants to do yet. Okay. Like I said, also in the video I dropped yesterday about Joshua and Usyk possibly happening, it's the same thing we saw with Loma and George Kambosos. We saw so many reports of, Loma's thinking about coming back and he's thinking about not, he wants to stay, all these, contradiction reports to ultimately have a report saying Loma's coming back, he's gonna make it happen, and then the next day to be like, nah, it's not. Devin Haney versus George Kambosos moving forward. That's boxing. I've been said it. It's part of the game. Can't feel no type of way. But let's go ahead and see what Usyk had to say. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too long. But I thought, what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it was powerful enough to share with y'all, Black Goose family. So here it goes. This is what he said. I don't want to shoot. I don't want to kill anybody. But if they will be killing me, I will have no choice. Maybe it will sound sentimental, but my soul belongs to the Lord and my body belongs to my country, to my family. So there is no fear, absolutely no fear. There's just bafflement. How could this be in the 21st century? So that is the most recent statement from Usyk regarding, at least publicly, whether or not he will be coming back to the States. And me personally, reading that statement, it's hard for me to believe that Usyk is going to take that fight because he has so much bigger things going on. And I don't blame him. Same with Loma. From this particular statement, from this quote, it's hard for me to believe that Usyk is going to be willing to go to the States, train, get ready in time for the June, 4th or whatever the date is in June, fight Joshua, and then after go back to his country and be comfortable with that. I just don't see it. I don't see it. So it's like I'm starting to lean farther, especially after all the reports with Loma and George Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? It's just at this point, I honestly don't see this happening, and we probably won't see a guy like Oleksandr Usyk or a guy like Lomachenko until maybe next year, or at least till this war is over. Who knows when this war is going to be over? So I just wanted to share that information with you guys real quick. I know it wasn't much. I know it wasn't a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know where Usyk stands at this point, but at the end of the day, I thought that was an important quote to go ahead and read with you guys and see what you guys think about it, because, you know, we get all these, like I said, we get all these contradicting, reports from media, boxing, channels, me, myself, just doing the best I can to cipher through it all. But, if it was my guess, I don't see Oleksandr Usyk coming back for the Joshua fight. So I want to know what you guys think about it. How do you guys take this quote? How do you guys take this article? Do you see Usyk coming back to fight Joshua? Do you think it's a long shot? Let me know your opinion. Don't hold back. As always, much love. I'm out of here. Oh, yeah. Like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.